just burnt and I need a nap.
Before he's out of 24 hours.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's VLPS at least putting himself on the board 2-1 now, and still has to. He's going up against Rogue, which if we know Dog, I'd imagine it's Malagos Rogue because that's what he's been playing the majority of the time in his tournaments. In his second place finish at I-57, the True Silver something or other.
Zombie True Silver Championship.
Yeah, there you go. The True Silver Championship. Gotcha. And also that's what he plays on his stream. I even read it like an hour ago and I couldn't even remember the name. And that deck does really well against Priest. Most of the time. We saw actually in the finals of that tournament, Dog lost against a Priest with the Malagos Rogue. But it was because, all similar to that Warrior game we just saw, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And Dog also has Control Warrior, which lines up pretty nicely against a lot of these decks, I'd say, that VLPS still has remaining.
Yeah, not a big surprise to see VLPS queue up the Hunter here. This is traditionally one of the matchups that can put a lot of heat on Rogue and force them to use cards very ineffectively, and then also clock them with that hero power. And so with this match, Dog's going to have to find a way to get aggressive at some point in this game. He's going to need to stick something on the board and start hitting VLPS in the face over and over with it. Now, VLPS's goal is simply to force Dog into a position where he can't do that. He wants him to have to trade those Tomb Pillagers into minions. He wants him to not have those Earthen Ring Farseers early on so that he can't find a way to effectively fight the board state. And given that he just draws Mad Scientist here, I'd be curious to see what the traps are in VLPS's deck. But turn 3 Earthen Ring Farseer, and then having Prep and Tomb Pillager and Antique Healbot behind, this is the kind of matchup that Dog can actually win with this game.
Yeah, I'd say so. Tomb Pillager, I think, improved this matchup a lot because it increases the chance that you're able to win via race. 5 attack on a 4-mana minion is exceptional. And even though this deck doesn't run like oils, unless we haven't seen Malagos yet, so we can't pinpoint it yet, but if he does run it, it probably doesn't run oil, so it can't race in that regard. But having stronger minions and having some extra heals and some extra cycle can sometimes lead to that. And I think Dog's in a great spot given the average, aggressive Hunter versus Rogue match.
Yeah, I mean, even using the prep here, it kind of illustrates the importance of what that card means in this matchup. It allows you to eventually take the tempo from the Hunter player. So despite the fact that it's like pretty horribly inefficient in this spot, the point is it gives him the tempo back. And given that he's seen this kind of opener from VLPS, it looks to me like Dog has concluded that this is explosive trap. And against this build, that's totally fine and reasonable to assume. Face Hunter, one of the ways it loses the game also is that they just get swarmed by little tiny minions, and your opponent just gets all the favorable trades, they get all the good attacks, they use one card to swing that race. So here, the fact that the fact that Dog has gotten back a 5-4 and a 3-3 here, it means that now he's in a position where he can actually win this race. He's down on life right now, but he's going to start hitting VLPS turn after turn with these cards. That's exactly where he wants to be.
Yeah, which would be crazy. A lot of times Face Hunter, even Hybrid Hunter, can get through so many points of healing and still be able to come out with a win. And this will be, at the end of the day, 3 from the Earthring Farseer and 8 from the Antique Healbot. That's 11 points of healing. That's actually not that much compared to the sheer amount of damage that an aggressive Hunter can do. And Dog's still not that close to piecing together lethal damage of his own.
Yeah, this is the spot where VLPS is going to have a little bit of trouble now. I mean, he's got no board left. He's facing down 8 damage. He knows that he doesn't have that many more disruption tools left in his deck. Can he afford to invest the kill command and the quick shot into this board state to stop the damage? Or does he need to just go, you know what, maybe I can't win the game in a couple turns and have to start throwing spells at the face and hope that works?
Well, if he ignores his board, he's dead in 3 turns. And judging by his hand, and how much mana he has available to him, he's not going to be able to kill Dog in 3 turns from 22. It feels like, because the maximum amount of damage in his hand is 8 plus 6. Right now it's 14. Even if he fits in a hero power and plays all of his cards in the next 3 turns, it's still only 20 damage. So he'd have to draw additional burn and find ways to put in. So, looks like VLPS
here we go,
on the burn plan.
And this is kind of Dog's last hurrah right here. I mean, may choose to prep the fan here to try to find something a little bit more valuable. But at this point, I got to believe that this is very heavily favored on Dog's side right now. 13 damage on board, plus the one from the hero power. I mean, kill command at this. I mean, now it looks like VLPS might have gone, hey, I could have used that quick shot on that 5-2 last turn, maybe saved myself a turn or so. I mean, the fact that he saw the Emperor afterwards, kind of brutal for him. But this is it. I mean, is he trading the Emperor here? There's no way, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
6 to face. Gadgets and Auctioneer for dog. But he's at 11.
He got an Emperor tick, and he got an additional mana from the Arcane Golem. So he needs to find, if he finds what? Sinister Strike? No.
Damage. He's got 12 with the Shiv. It looks like he was considering shiving face here. Yeah, but I like the fan.
Yeah, he can clear the board here, and I don't think it's possible for a hunter to do 11 damage from an empty board with 7 mana. They would, yeah, I don't think it's possible. Because they with 8 mana they could, but not with 7. So I don't think, yeah.
It's funny that if would he have won if he had gone for the damage? He would have won this turn. He's going to win this game anyway. But this game was illustrated the importance of getting a threat on the board and actually putting a clock on the hunter player. They don't do well when they're functioning against a clock and their board's been disrupted. That's really the big difference in this one. So close, but so far. VLPS falls in game number 4. Dog's got a 3-1 lead at this point, and that's got to be very comfortable. Now, I know that I have been in a similar position to this in the ONOG feature number 1, where I was up 3-0 versus Eversiction, then he reverse swept me.
Yeah. I think that was the day you decided. Didn't you get? Oh no. You got in the winter prelims. I think you got swept with Secret Paladin. That was the day you said never to play Secret Paladin again.